Number 21, which one of the following sentences would most logically complete the passage? Be careful on questions like this. Nothing extra. They're testing your reading comprehension. They're not testing your ability to speculate as to where this passage might go next. So I would prefer something conservative and well rooted in what they already said. I'm not looking to speculate and make up new shit. I want, basically, they already said this, and so it would be logical for them to complete the passage with this. A, therefore, while in principle there might be grounds for holding that advertising is detrimental to society, the Marcusean critique does not provide such grounds. Hey, they came here to shit on Marcuse. It's very reasonable for them to accept that in principle there might be grounds for holding that advertising is detrimental to society. That'd be nice of them to acknowledge that advertising might be detrimental. But their main point was Marcuse is wrong. Marcuse's critique of advertising makes a major mistake, and therefore does not provide grounds for holding that advertising is detrimental to society. I feel like A is safe. I feel like it's kind of boring and conservative. I'm happy with A. B, therefore, although Marcusean claims about advertising are rationally justified, I would stop reading that one right there, because this argument hates Marcuse. I mean, this passage thinks that Marcuse is wrong, not rationally justified. The opposite of that. C, therefore, any shift in basic assumptions required to correct the abuses of advertising will require a change in the perception of human nature held by corporate leaders? Okay, now you're totally making shit up. That's a terrible answer here, because it's just purely speculative. This author never said anything about corporate leaders changing anything. D, therefore, while emphasizing only detrimental social aspects of advertising, Marcuseans have failed to consider that such aspects are clearly outweighed by numerous social benefits. No way. That's not their point. Their point isn't, hey, you're probably right, but look at all the great stuff advertising does. That's just not their argument. E, therefore, the Marcusean critique of advertising is mistaken, except in its claim that advertisers exert economic power over those few people who are unable or unwilling to distinguish real from false needs. This author just thinks Marcuse is wrong. I just don't see this author granting Marcuse anything, really. They pointed out one major flaw of Marcuse, or what they think is a major flaw of Marcuse, which is, hey, people actually can tell the difference between their real needs and their false needs. Or maybe there's not even such a thing as false needs, that people have chosen to need perfume. That doesn't mean it's a false need just because an advertisement made it look good to me and I chose it. Right? This author thinks that people still have free will. I don't see this people being like, yeah, of course, it's true. Some people are real dumb and can't distinguish real from false needs, and in those cases, Marcuse was right. That's very speculative. I like A because it basically says, nah, Marcuse, we got to throw away Marcuse's critique of advertising entirely. There might be a theoretical, in principle, we could agree that advertising might be detrimental for society, but Marcuse didn't prove that. And that's why my answer for number 21 is A.
Nathan.